Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now.
Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months or get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue.
We're the Law Brothers, and winning car accident cases is what we do. Check out these big wins.
I needed leg surgery after an accident, and the Law Brothers got me $500,000. How about you?
My neck was hurt after a car accident, and they got me $785,000. How about you?
I hurt my back in a car accident, and the Law Brothers got me over $1.1 million.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 1-800-222-2222.
Clippers Timberwolves, Wednesday at 7:30 on KTLA.
Now at 4, the tragic death of a 9-year-old boy takes an even more disturbing turn after the victim's father is arrested on suspicion of killing his own son. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm John Fenolio. The boy was playing outside of his grandparents' house in Compton Saturday night when he was shot and killed.
The next day, his 32-year-old father was arrested on charges of murder and child abuse. KTLA's Sarah Welch is live in Compton with the latest. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sam and John. Good evening. Yes, the boy's father is being held on $2 million bond. And yes, there are still a lot of questions about what happened at this house over the weekend. Now, a small makeshift memorial you see is growing here in memory of Princeton Jones as we learn more about this little boy with special needs, as concerns also grow about what his life at home was like.
I'm really sad to hear about his passing.
Alondra Delgado leaves flowers in front of the Compton home where 9-year-old Princeton Jones was shot and killed.
He was really funny, and he loved to play with sticks and dirt.
On Sunday, Princeton's biological father, 32-year-old Nicholas Jones, was arrested on charges of murder and child abuse after Princeton was found shot to death in the backyard of his grandparents' home on Haskins Avenue Saturday night.
I'm sick, I'm sad.
Neighbors are heartbroken. The third grader was reportedly spending Thanksgiving holiday at his grandparents' when the shooting took place.
I know that on the weekends he would go with his dad.
Princeton had autism, and Alondra was one of his special needs teachers in kindergarten through 2nd grade and knew both parents.
I know that the mom just did the best that she could. He was smart. His mom was educated. She was going to school to work with kids like him.
But Alondra says while she never saw signs of physical abuse, she and other teachers did see signs of neglect and urged counselors to report it to DCFS.
He would come in the same clothes often, all week, months, the same clothes. He looked like he hadn't been bathed for a while sometimes, and just things like that where you could tell that he was going through something.
Investigators haven't released any specifics about Princeton's death. For Alondra and his classmates, Princeton's sudden passing leaves a deep void.
I'm sure the kids who were with him since kindergarten, like me, that have been in his class, because those kids stick together, they're going to be missing him every single day.
And we did reach out to DCFS. The agency told us the law prohibits them from commenting at this point. There is a GoFundMe set up by family, and the boy's father is due in court tomorrow. Sam and John will send it back to you.
A heartbreaking story, Sarah. Thank you. A disturbing trend to tell you about on this Cyber Monday. Apple products ordered online are being intercepted by thieves. The thieves are stealing the high-value Apple products with alarming precision, leaving victims empty-handed and authorities baffled.
KTLA's Gene Kang joins us live in Glendale with more. Hi, Gene.
Hi, Jonathan and Samantha. KTLA has been reporting on this possible growing trend. As you mentioned, thieves are intercepting packages before delivery, and police tell us it's happening all the way from Glendale to Orange County. Apparently, these thieves are pretending to be someone else to snatch these very expensive Apple products. Jonah is stuck in a nightmare. He says someone stole his expensive computer from the Apple store at the Glendale Galleria.
I was just like, wow, you just gave away a $5,000 order.
Back in October, he says Apple sent him a notification that his online order was ready for pickup. What happens when you try to get your computer?
So I show them the QR code and the text that they sent me, their system sent me saying that it was available for pickup. They scan it, and then they just kind of are like, this order's been picked up. Someone's claimed your computer.
Shocked, he then talked to managers about the huge mistake. What did the manager tell you? What was the protocol? Did they check ID? Did they check a QR code? Was it an order number? How did this other person get your product?
I really wish I had clearer answers to that, because that was really what I kept asking them. I was like, how could this happen? Like, you guys have had a security breach.
Frustrated, Jonah says Apple never checked for ID and that the thief just used an order number to take his computer. He kept all receipts and filed a police report, hoping there's surveillance video.
And they kind of just told me to hang tight. So I got an update from them last week, and that they subpoenaed the store for the footage to see if this was mistakenly handed off to the wrong person, which would be very easy to prove. Or if there's something maybe more nefarious going on.
And he's not the only victim. Rick Markowitz ordered his $4,000 computer for in-store pickup, only to find out someone pretended to be him and snatched it.
Someone came in, presented an ID with your name on it, presented a QR code, and as a result, we followed store protocol and we gave him the laptop.
Corey Wenter, a security expert and founder and CEO of Pangea Consulting, says victims should open a claim with the retailer, contact your bank, and to report fraud to authorities.
And lastly, you want to report this to your local law enforcement. It may be Los Angeles Police Department, maybe LA County Sheriff's Department, but in any case, you can do this online, or you can call their non-emergency phone number.
And unfortunately, this thing is happening more often because of data breaches. As for Jonah, the professional musician that I interviewed earlier, he says that he was offered AirPods from the Apple Store as an apology, and then he got a temporary refund from the bank. However, this ongoing investigation, Jonathan and Sam, could take weeks or months. Reporting live here in Glendale, Gene Kang, KTLA 5 News.
Gene, thank you. The LAPD is looking for a suspect who threw a rock at a restaurant window in the San Fernando Valley. Surveillance video shows the man also using a pickaxe to break the glass. It happened just after 1 a.m. on Ventura Boulevard near Topanga Canyon in Woodland Hills. Despite the damage, nothing was reported stolen at the Corner Grill Korean Fusion restaurant.
Following repeated denials, President Biden is reversing course. He's issuing a full pardon to his son Hunter after his convictions on tax and gun charges. We just spoke with Mark Garrigus, Hunter's attorney, who echoed what Hunter said in a statement. He will not take his clemency for granted.
I think he's gratified.
Hunter Biden's attorney, Mark Garrigus, reacting to the news about his client's clemency by way of presidential pardon.
This was a politically motivated prosecution, and the fact that he has maintained his sobriety and in an exemplary fashion while holding his head up high, I admire him for it.
2 weeks from today, Hunter was set to be sentenced in a downtown LA federal courtroom. Now the president's son will avoid possible prison time for felony gun and tax convictions. It's a reversal for the president, who pledged he would not pardon Hunter or commute his sentence.
I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Hunter faced up to 25 years in prison for lying on a federal gun purchase form about his drug addiction. The White House also had emphasized the president would not pardon Hunter.
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
Outgoing Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre spoke to reporters this morning.
Could those statements now be seen as lies?
He said he came to this decision this weekend, and he said he wrestled with this, and because he believes in the justice system, but he also believes that the war politics infected the process and led to a miscarriage of justice.
The pardon also includes any other